This is Reverend on Story Bar with Angel Healing Ministries, and we're once again back in my office. And I'm hoping you're all having a great day and taking it easy like you're supposed to, and listening to what your body tells you because it's very important. But before we start, let me go our mission statement. Our mission is we're here to guide you on your path to find God, while we support you with love and light, and show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God, and show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And faith is an important part of life. We always talk about it being an important part of life because faith is what moves us forward and keeps us going and doing what it is we need to do with life and making ourselves a better life, laying a better life for ourselves. But one of the secrets of having a better life, my friends, is checking in with you. And this is something that a lot of us forget to do. Me included. I'm not saying everybody, me included. I have a tendency to do the same thing, is to forget about me because I have the tendency to get busy with mom, with stuff around the house, things that I have to do outside, and before I know it, I'm not feeling well. And I'm like, when did this happen? And it's because I skipped an important part of my life, an important part of my everyday life, which is an important part. And we can't always remember to, you can't always remember to do it, but it's important if we get a chance and we remind ourselves each and every day to do a check-in. And you find out what is the better time in the day for you, either before you go to work or school or after or in the evening before you go to sleep. Some people have the tendency to check in with their body twice a day. Others just do it once a day. Basically, it's just, going into a meditative state, surrounding yourself with the white light of Mother, Father, God. And just, if you're having a pain somewhere, like let's say in your stomach or in your arm, you just, get into a meditative state of mind and you just, ask that part of your body. You see it, you visualize it, whatever it is. For example, let's say you're having a hard time with your throat and you're doing a lot of coughing, or maybe I don't know, that's a good, we'll use that as an example. And you go into a meditative state and you go within, you ask your throat, what is it that you need? What is it that you're missing? Because usually when you have issues with the throat, like when it's sore, it usually has something to do with communication most of the time. Perhaps you're not communicating something correctly. Ever heard of the Louise Hay book that says you can heal your life? A lot of that information is in that book, that when certain ailments happen, if you can look them up in the book, it tells you what to focus on. And this is one of the ways to do it, by doing a check-in with yourself every day. Like if you're having a hard time, like you said, again, if you're having a hard time coughing, breathing, post-nasal drip, usually means you're not communicating something that you need to communicate. You're holding it back. You're not saying the right thing, and your throat will get worse and worse. I've noticed with certain sore throats, if I have a sore throat, I actually ask myself, is there something I'm not mentioning? And at one point, I had a situation here at home that I didn't mention, so my throat kept getting sore until I actually did a check-in with my body and said, what's going on? And my body said, well, you need to communicate this to your family so they understand. So I communicated it, and wouldn't you know it, the sore throat was gone. You see, sicknesses are caused by there's always some kind of attachment, because our bodies are connected. From our head to our toes, we are connected each and every way. We're on four planes of consciousness. There's the physical, the emotional, the mental, and then the spiritual. And there are four planes of consciousness, and each one of them you need to check in each and every day. And the best way to do that is through meditation. And this was something that I learned during my Starborn days. My mentor was Solar and Mark, and they mentioned they taught us to check in with ourselves each and every day. And because when we do that, because if you get ill, like let's say you come down with a cold or something, you could check both the Louise Hay book, and see what she has to say, and then you directly to your body and ask your body, what is it that you have? What is it that you're holding back? And you talk to that part of your body, you see it, you visualize it, and you have a direct conversation, and you listen to what your body tells you. And like if you're not getting enough rest, it'll let you know if you're overdoing it. but you really, really, truly, totally have to listen to what your body's saying. If you have a headache, if you're going to go back in and do that, if you're, you can ask your head, okay, what am I dealing with? Where is the stress in all this? What is it that I'm doing, or you're doing? You ask your body, what is it that you're doing that needs attention, or what is it that you're not saying? Things like that. It's a pretty simple process. It takes 5 to 10 minutes a day to do it. Some people take longer, depending on who you are. But it's always good to search all your chakras and scan your whole body when you go into a meditative state, and just, ask the angels or your guides or the god and goddess to, to show you. And you can take color, because color you can relate to different situations. When I use color, when I feel pain, I usually see red. So I'll use the red I'll visualize, I'll look for red to see where is there a red light in my body that's causing. And when I feel it, I go look and ask, what is it that you need? What is it that I'm not doing for you that you need? And then I listen, and it really, really, truly helps. But you can always look at that color red, as that's the color that I normally use when I have pain in my body. And I ask, I've been asking why I get a lot of headaches over time, because I have the tendency to get a lot of migraines, or, well, I have not lately, thank goodness for little favors. But when I do get headaches, sometimes I get cluster headaches. Sometimes I get headaches that last a while, and I have to take a lot of medications, and I have to ask what it is that's causing it. And it's usually, again, it's up here. It's up. There's something that I'm overdoing it too much, because the mind is related to other things too. What is it your mind is telling you that you're not seeing, that you're not realizing? And when you do that and you find out, then you can right away fix that. And then you can take that red light and transform it to green, because green I use as a healing color. But when I call down for the help for that, I call upon the Archangel Raphael, because that angel is a healing angel. So when I see what my situation is, what is that I'm dealing with, I will write it down on a piece of paper, because I used to do automatic writing when I first got into this. I did everything with automatic writing. I read the book Agatha, and it was in the book too. You could write things down. It's usually very helpful when you're meditating and you're listening, and you write down what it is on a piece of paper or in a notebook, and then you can go back and look at it, as a direction or a guide, and look at that situation, and write down what it is that you need. Think about what's related to it. Like, if you're not communicating something, ask what it is that you're not communicating. If your head is hurting too much, what is it? Are you not getting enough sleep? Do you need more sleep? Or are you not getting the right vitamins or minerals that you might need to help you? Because there are all these different angles that could be needed, like, or any kind of herbal angle, like what kind of herb do you need? Like, if you need, like, let's say, an herb to help you relax, like a calm chamomile, something like that. You can ask your body these things, and your body will tell you. And that's how you check in with yourself. And when you get the visualization, and you ask yourself and write it down and see it right in front of you, my friends, you can figure out what steps you need to take to change it. And when you realize that, your best bet is to do that. And then there's another way you can do it on a spiritual level. On a spiritual level, you see light, you bring in light to yourself, and whatever color means healing, you take that healing light and you send it to whatever part of the body needs it. Like, if you got a headache, send it to the head. If you got something going on with your arm, send it to the arm or the hands. And see that green light swirling around where the pain is, around wherever the pain is, wherever the hurt is. And when you have a hurt or something aching, use a color that shows it to you, so you can recognize it. And then, what's the word I'm looking? Take that green light and permeate that with that green light, the red, and you'll see a big difference in yourself. But it's always good to check in once a day with what you're doing, or twice a week. Whenever you're not feeling, it's good to do it every day, but not everybody can. But when you're starting to feel like sluggish or not feeling well, all of a sudden, you just check and ask, and make the time in the day that you find that you can meditate and ask what will work for you, my friends. And when you get that figured out, it really can help in the future with other things. And when we take this practice and we start applying it to our life on a regular basis, I know I do it every once in a while when I remember I do it. I check my body, I scan my body to see wherever, I go, okay, whatever color I use, like let's say if there's something going on, I take the red light and I say, where is the pain? Where is it? And to illuminate it with the red light. And then when the red light's illuminated, I can ask my body, okay, what do you need? So it's like I said, it's a simple process, but it's a matter of going into meditation. It takes 5-10 minutes a day, and you have to pick the perfect time to do it. A lot of people do something like this right before they go to bed because it helps the healing process when you go to sleep, because we usually normally heal, our bodies usually heal overnight. And that's normally, a lot of people pick that time to do that, that 5-10 minute meditation to see what it is they need. And then, of course, always ask God for the guidance of what it is to direct you, to show you what road to take, what to do. And once you do it, you'll be amazed on how it changes your life. I know it's changed my life. I mean, I still get headaches, but they get less every day. And I continue to see my chiropractor too. I mean, there are other things like that people need that we should take care of. And it's best to every so often, once, every day, when you can find the time to check in with your body, what's going on there. Or you can always, it's part of the healing process that really helps, my friends. So, my friends, so when you start to feel sluggish, or you start not to feel well, or if you have a pain in either your arm or your shoulder or in your head, go within and meditate. And, find out, ask your body, take the time to ask your body what it is that it needs to help you get better, to do things better, my friends. So, my friends, when you take the moment, take the time to check in with yourself. Make the time in your life to do it, because you'll be amazed on how much that will change your life. Thanks. We love you. Namaste. And this is Reverend Ruth on Star Your Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. Thanks. And have a beautiful day and night. We'll talk to you real soon. Goodbye.